Part 24. They tried to seal it off. We didn't get to keep the opening for long. The moment we started breaking the ground in multiple places, it adjusted again, not by pushing us back directly, but by changing the surface itself. Sections that had been shifting started to harden, not like rock, more like they were being locked into place from underneath. The loose ground stopped slipping in patches, then spread, forming stable zones around it. That was the next move. It wasn't trying to hold everything anymore. It was picking areas and securing them one at a time. Every section it locked made it harder for us to keep the disruption going. If it got enough of them stable, we'd lose the ability to break through again. I shifted position and pushed into one of the unstable sections before it could harden. The ground held for a second, then tried to lock under my weight. I moved again, forcing it to adjust. The others followed, spreading just enough to keep multiple points active. No pattern, no fixed line. We had to keep it reacting everywhere at once. The fast ones came in again, tighter than before. Not rushing blindly, but targeting the spaces we were breaking. They weren't trying to hit us, they were trying to stop the movement. Every time we opened a section, they moved to close it. That told me we were still on the right target. We kept moving. No pauses, no resets. Every second mattered. The more we forced the ground to shift, the more it had to split control between holding the space and stopping us. It couldn't do both cleanly. I moved closer again, testing the edge. The space resisted, but it didn't shut me out completely. That was enough. I stepped in further, forcing contact range again. The others closed in behind me, not spreading out, not leaving gaps. It reacted immediately. The space tightened hard, trying to push us out, but the ground under it was still breaking in sections. It couldn't lock everything at once. That gave us a narrow window. I drove a flare forward again. Same point, same pressure. The reaction came faster, stronger, but uneven. The space around it pulled tight in one area and slipped in another. That split was what we needed. We held it as long as we could. Every second cost us. Another man went down on the left. No warning, no recovery. We didn't stop. We couldn't. The ground around it kept shifting, not wide, not open, but unstable enough to keep it from resetting clean. That was the goal now. Not to break it completely, just to keep it from taking control again. We pulled back before it locked the space down completely. Not a full retreat, just enough to stay out of the hard zones it was building. The others followed, staying tight, keeping movement active. I looked at the field. More sections were starting to harden, not just here. Further out, that meant it was scaling the same response across the area. I keyed the mic and pushed the update through. It was trying to seal the ground, lock movement, reduce instability. We needed to stay ahead of that. Keep moving, keep breaking new sections before they hardened. The signal came back weak, but confirmed the same pattern in other sectors. They were all dealing with it now. I checked what I had left. Almost nothing. That wasn't going to change. The fight wasn't about how much we had left anymore. It was about how long we could keep it from taking full control again. I looked at it one more time. Still standing, still holding what it could. But now it was working harder to do it. And that meant it was feeling the pressure.